One of the hardest things when taking a GLP-1 is knowing when to titrate up your dose to a bigger dose.
130. Is that best time? I bet it's 130.
It's not necessarily a time of day, Jeff.
Oh,
The best time to titrate up is usually at least 2 to 3 months after you've been on a dose. Uh, and it varies on different people.
is
Do-
everybody different?
yes,
And everybody different?
yes, that's what our shipmate Mayor Mindy always says, and it's so true. This book, Weightless, was written by Dr. Rocio Salas-Whalen, MD. She does such a fantastic job in this book. And chapter 7, I'm going to admit to you, we're camping right now and we're at Peace Love Vans with 500 vans from people all across the United States. And I am having a blast. I came here last year. I'm running into friends that I made last year. I'm running into shipmates who watch our other YouTube channel, Anchor Moments RV, and it's a total blast. But you know what? It was worth taking the time today to first, we listened to the book and we listened to chapter 7, which is an outstanding, extremely important chapter in Weightless. And I was just going to listen to it and do a quick video out there for you guys and a quick video review, but it was so good and so important. And it had information that I needed to hear to understand my journey better. And I've been doing this, shipmates, for over 2 years. I've been taking Mounjaro for my type 2 diabetes and my obesity. It's a combo for me. Oh my goodness. It was so important. I had to pull out my book after listening to the chapter, and I highlighted the crap out of this chapter because it's so important. And
You can't highlight an audiobook.
yeah, you can't highlight an
It's really
audiobook.
hard.
Very true. But oh my gosh, you guys, this is worth it. And it's worth it to buy this book and to read it. But I'm going to give you some of the highlights that really touched my heart. But it would take too long to go over absolutely everything in this chapter because it's so chock full of knowledge.
It's kind of
But
like the last chapter. It had a lot of stuff that would be useful to refer to,
mhm,
but it is more than you want to memorize everything. Because when
right.
you're in this step, that's when you need to think about these things. And when you're in this step, that's when you have to
Mhm.
think about these things. And being able to jump right to find your situation and jump right to the part that talks about where you are so that you can apply the information to your situation.
Exactly. It also makes me, Jeff, really happy about my doctor.
Good.
My doctor who retired, dang it, he was my
Oh,
doctor for 35
yes.
years. And for most of the 2 years of my GLP-1 journey, he was my doctor. He was my doctor until I only had one dose left. He was still on, when I was on 12 and a half of Mounjaro, he was with me to bump up to that. And then he retired. And, or maybe it was the 10. I don't know, because we did have that one weird doctor for a little bit, for like 6 months that took his place, and then that guy quit. I think that guy might have moved me to 12 and a half, but I had at least through 10 milligrams with Dr. David Gannon. And yeah, and then I think I went to 12 and a half with his replacement. And then I have a new primary care doctor
Good.
right now that we love her. And I'm hoping she'll stick around for 35 years for me because she's young. She's a young
How
doctor.
old are you planning to be?
I know, make me pretty old. That make me pretty old. But and I am at the highest dose right now. And so I really appreciated reading this chapter, wondering did I do it right? Because I can tell you, and this is my first time saying it and recognizing it, shipmates. but I have been on 15 milligrams now for probably about 3 months. And I noticed on this trip, my appetite suppression is disappearing. And it's scary when that happens because there's no place more to go up. I'm at 15 milligrams. I can't get any higher. I'm on tirzepatide. It's the best one. Mounjaro is the best on the market currently until the new stuff comes out. And I have noticed my appetite has come back. And I was thinking, oh, it's come back because I've been under stress. 2 weeks before we left on this trip, I had a breast cancer scare, a possible breast cancer scare, and I needed a needle biopsy. And I never had a needle biopsy before, and it was very scary. And so yeah, for both of us. Yeah. And so that was stress. And I will tell you, as an emotional eater, tirzepatide helps me a ton. It keeps me from having constant food noise. But if I am super stressed or super sad because someone that I loved has passed away, which has happened to me twice this year, uh, it's not enough appetite suppression for that. Because that's extreme emotions. And so when I hit an extreme emotion, I fall back on looking for comfort food. I suppose it's better than getting drunk or taking drugs.
Yes.
But comfort foods is my drug of choice, and I do fall back on that for a little bit. And then I get past those emotions, and then I'm back to eating very, very healthy and getting my exercise in and everything. But I when I feel myself falling into a hole, um, I have used comfort foods to try to help me out for a short period of time, and I just don't take enough tirzepatide. There's not enough tirzepatide in the world for when I have extreme emotions. Uh, and so I
By the way,
thought,
if that fly visits us again,
I know
and I
we got a
say,
fly in
I
the
was going to
bag.
kill that fly, and you said, it's not hurting us.
No, I'm like,
Okay.
we gotta hurry because they are going to have shortly here. They're going to be doing a church service at Peace, Love, and Vans
Yeah.
in the Leafy Lounge, and oh, I'm really looking forward to that. So I can't make this too terribly long. But I can tell you that I have been feeling my appetite suppression diminishing some, and there's no place up for me to go. There is no tirzepatide 17 and a half. 15 is the highest level. And then when so I felt it, but I was stressed. I was stressed and worried that I might have cancer. So that was stressful. And then, and being late because we were supposed to go on a trip and having to cancel all of our
And
plans and
then
try to reschedule
almost
our
having
plans.
a blowout on the
Oh
freeway.
my gosh, we did. We almost died on the freeway, but we didn't.
Well,
But we do have a really good video about that hopefully will save somebody's life. So there was some stress in that. And then there was some stress because we left so late because of waiting for the biopsy results and everything.
to
And
make up the time.
and yeah, we had to make up the time to make it to Peace, Love, and Vans because they weren't going to go, oh, hey, Gina had a medical scare and needs to wait for tests. Let's put off this event with 500 people for a couple of weeks till she could get here. No.
So do you think that stress was
So there was
instrumental in you
having appetite back.
having more emotional eating?
I think so. Also, uh, boredom. So driving really, really far, and
So I'm boring.
I love you, sweet.
Sorry.
I love you,
I
sweetheart.
thought
But
I made you laugh.
you do make me laugh.
Oops.
But oh, I mean, one day we drove 700 miles. That's
I
far.
think all of it was Texas.
I know most of it was Texas. It took us so long to get I-10 to get through Texas. And that day that we drove 700 miles, I have snacks for us, and they're healthy snacks. So we start off eating bell pepper strips, and then we get to have one mozzarella cheese stick, and then we split a bag of really juicy, wonderful red and green grapes. And then after we eat the red and green grapes, we get a mozzarella cheese stick.
That
That's
was
usually,
very balanced and very delicious and very satisfying.
yeah, we
Uh,
love that. We love that. And then I feed it to him while he's driving, so he gets one grape at a time. And I try to do it kind of slowly so it lasts us a while, and we chit chat while doing it, to kind of break up some of the boredom of a long drive. But it used to be, as soon as we were done with that second cheese stick and the bell pepper strips and the grapes were done, I'd be satisfied and I wouldn't need anything else. I would be 100% satisfied. And this trip, I wasn't. This trip, I was sitting there and then I was thinking, what else do I have in the pantry? What else do I have in the refrigerator and the freezer? I wonder what I'll make us for dinner. Oh, or maybe we'll stop at a restaurant, and go to the bathroom and then, maybe get something to eat. What are we going to eat next? And usually I'm not thinking about what we're going to eat next. It's actually been kind of hard for Jeff because sometimes I forget it's time for dinner because I'm not having those hunger cues. But Jeff's not taking a GLP-1 and he doesn't have type 2 diabetes. So he hasn't been on a GLP-1 journey. And he still gets hungry at breakfast, lunch, and dinner time, and sometimes for snacks. And I'm not hungry. But this time I've been hungry. And then I thought, well, it's just boredom. So boredom must be a strong thing. And then when we got to Peace, Love, and Vans, I'm not bored. I'm having a blast. But I'm still,
Feeling the food.
yeah, I'm still feeling, though there are some really good food trucks here, including a donut truck that they make the donuts warm and fresh for you, then they give them to you. Oh my God.
Mini ones.
Oh, too delicious. But anyway, it's made me worry because it's been about 3 months that I've been on 15 milligrams and I can't go any higher. And it's like, well, what do I do now? Um, so this chapter was really, really helpful. I will say when I talked to my doctor, my newest doctor who let me titrate up to 15 milligrams, she did say when retatrutide comes out, she'd be willing to prescribe that for me because that's supposed to be even stronger than
But isn't that
Mounjaro.
4
Uh,
GLP-1
three.
Three?
Three.
Oh, three.
It has three because tirzepatide has two, and then this one has three, and also by Eli Lilly, and people are losing even more weight on it. So, I once that comes available, if I can afford it, and my insurance will help me with it, I would like to try that. Also
I
in
hate to
this
tell you, dear,
chapter,
but you have about 3 minutes left.
oh crap! All right, you guys. So the biggest takeaways from this is she says in here, don't try titrate up fast. And that it's normal that after about 3 months, if you don't have a lot of weight to lose, if you only have to lose 20 pounds, she said the first two levels are all you probably need to lose 20 pounds, and you never have to level up more than that. But if you have 30 pounds or more to lose, you might need to titrate up to the top, but you want to stay at each level as long as possible, because if you're still losing weight at that level, you are not to titrate up, because you don't want to titrate up too fast because
Once you hit the top, there's nowhere else to go.
there's nowhere else to go, and you want to be able to lose as much weight as possible before you get to the top dose. And she also said, which was really important, that there are other medications that you can take that have appetite suppression with it alongside your GLP-1 that are not GLP-1s.
So
And
talk
some
to
of
your
those are
doctor.
FDA approved, but she said definitely talk to your doctor. And I'm going to be talking to my doctor about that when I get back, if retatrutide's not out yet, to see if there's some other things that I can do. Also, I'm going to really need to work hard on getting enough protein, getting enough fiber, getting enough water, because
Yeah, that
that's
might
really
just do the
important
trick,
too.
Gina.
Right. And
I'd
enough
definitely try that
exercise.
first.
Yeah, and the lifting weights.
Strength
strength training, all of those kinds of things.
GPS, remember? GLP-1s,
Mhm.
protein,
Protein,
and strength.
strength training, really
Last
important.
chapter.
This chapter also talks about all the different kinds of side effects you can have on a GLP-1 and different remedies you can do for those side
And
effects.
which ones to not just ignore.
Right.
Because you could,
And when to call your doctor when you're having a side effect, especially if you're having nausea or diarrhea. You need to be talking to your doctor about that because some serious bad things can happen to you if you are having, if you're vomiting all the time, that's not good for you.
and you get dehydrated.
Yeah, that's not good for you. And hey, dysentery, wasn't it there was some wars more people died of diarrhea than bullets. So you've got to take care of yourself and you've got to let your doctor know what your side effects are because there are other medications you can take that can help the side effects and there's other things you can do that are not using medication that can help you with your side effects. All in here. And if you have headaches, definitely look on the headaches page because there's some things that could take away those headaches as well that aren't medication. So there's a lot in here. It's time. Okay. Sorry, you guys. This is extra short. All I can really say is I love this book. It is so incredibly helpful. It is your GLP-1 guide. And I am glad Dr. Gannon did me great that I never tried. I always stayed at each level for at least 3 months before I moved up to the next level. I think I was even on 12 and a half for at least 6 months before I went up to 15. But she really talks about when to titrate up and when to titrate down. If your side effects are really awful, then maybe you need to titrate down for a little bit to get your side effects under control before you titrate back up again. So she talks about titrating up and when you need to titrate down if
Didn't she
needed.
say that losing weight should not be suffering?
Yes, and I appreciated that too. So I super super love this book. She does not sponsor me, though it would be amazing to have her as a guest one day.
Yeah.
So we'll be looking to see if we can do that. But she's big stuff, and this book is like a bestseller. So we'll see if we can do that. But we'll try. All right, everybody. Tomorrow is when I give myself my Mounjaro shot. I'm going to be at a second encampment then, and I don't know if I'm going to have internet. If I have internet, I'll do it as a live. If I don't have great internet and it's real spotty, crappy, I'll put together something short and sweet, but I'll send it out to you guys.
And if you have questions or comments or you want to have chat, put it into the comments and
Yeah, and I will check that and I will answer those so that way we can have some discussion going too. Yeah, and you can discuss with each other too. What has it been like for you titrating? What was there a dose that worked best for you? What did you think of this chapter? You guys, it was such a good chapter. I'm just so thankful I was able to read it. All right, we got to get going. Hold on to your anchor moments and make it a great day. Love you guys. Bye-bye.